Okay, so my plan is to show you, as promised in my Sunday video, my 2 top favorite exercises for practicing boundaries with your horse. And of course, I bring my horse out here and she is super duper fresh. So I'm going to start by lunging her a tiny bit. And I'm going to show you why boundaries are so important with your horse, because I seriously couldn't have planned for this. Come on. I'll show you what I mean. Come on. Good girl. So this is baby Olive, as I call her. She's no longer a baby. She is my baby. Good girl. And she is very fresh today, even though she has already been ridden today. But it's cool out. It's evening time. It's been unseasonably warm lately. But the reason boundaries are so important is because when I brought her in here, she was already feeling pretty fired up because she knew she was going to get to move, and nearly ran me over a couple times. And then I turned her out and I was setting up my camera and did a couple of those quite close to me. And so if I didn't have good boundaries with her, I definitely could have been kicked in that situation. So I practice boundaries. If you want the full context on why we practice boundaries and all of the other good stuff that goes along with that, please check out the video I posted on Sunday. There's a lot more context in there. Hold, please. And otherwise, we're gonna, as soon as this dragon calms down a little bit, we're gonna jump into what you came here for, which is 2 exercises, easy for setting boundaries with your horse. And again, right here, like she's running a little out of control. And so I'm just gonna hold the boundary. We've already done a lot of practice on boundaries with this horse, but I'm gonna hold the boundary in a way that asks her to not just run crazy and not pay any attention to her surroundings. Hey. Or her feet. Or anything else going on around us. But to actually take a moment, think about life. Okay, I'm gonna lunge her for a moment until she starts to relax, and then I will come back and show you our 2 exercises. Easy. Hey. Good girl. Cool. Okay. So the big thing through all of that you may have noticed is that I wasn't confrontational with my body language, but I certainly was not small and meek and indecisive. I was very much clear with my body language, exactly what it was that I was going to ask of her. Hi, baby Olive. You ready to calm down now? And so that is the first most important thing, is that horses talk with body language. And again, if you want a full debrief on this, go back to my video on Sunday. But what I will tell you right now is, before we even begin this boundaries practice, we're going to practice with body language. So I'm going to give her a moment to roll. And what I want you to practice wherever you are right now is take just a moment to imagine somebody in your life who has really great boundaries and who's a really good leader. And once you have that person in your mind, it could be a real person or a fictional person, it could be someone on TV or a public figure, whoever you can think of. I want you to feel in your body like that person and imagine how they would handle this situation. Yep. Not being harsh or stern or mean, but just clear and firm guidance. And then, just to change it, I want you to imagine somebody really nurturing and soft and loving in your family, or in your, family's great, or public figure, or in your mind, somebody you know, and feel that in your body. And just feel how that changes your tempo, your cadence, your body language, your stature, your posture, your breathing, your heart rate, all of that might change. And see, as soon as I went to soften, she started licking and chewing, and she also softened. Okay, so now I'm going to catch my horse and I'm going to show you the boundaries exercises. And while I do that, I want you to put back on your assertive, strong leader persona, because that's the one that we're going to be calling on for this exercise. Okay, baby Olive, come here. Fresh as a daisy. All right, come on. Okay, so number one, I'm going to put on my leader persona, and I'm just going to practice sending with my leader persona. And once I get her sending around me, I'm going to switch to my soft persona and back, and then draw her in and send her the other way. And now I'm back to my big leader persona, standing tall, claiming my space. And now I'm back to my soft persona, bringing her in and sending again back in my big persona. So I'm practicing switching back and forth between my leader and my nurturer, back and forth between these two personas as I'm bringing her in and sending her out. And this, Olive and I make this look easy because we do this a lot. But if you struggle with this at first, don't feel bad about it. Just practice, 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 keep practicing. The more you practice, the easier this gets. And a lot of times with people and horses who have a history of not having good boundaries, sending your horse around you in a circle is the absolute hardest thing, which is why this is a great exercise. Oh, good. So that's a really good one. Not an easy one, but it's really important. Simple for sure, easy no. Now, the next one that I like to practice is ground tying. So the way I like to teach my horse to ground tie, there's many, many methods of this, but the way I like to do it is, I say the word stand. I haven't done this with Olive in probably a couple years, so let's see if she remembers it. I say stand, and I take a step or two away, and then I step right back. Good job. And you'll notice when I take my step or two away, I'm keeping my leader persona on as I'm taking that step away. So I'm going to say stand. I'm going to go a little further away. And then I'm going to go to my soft, nurturing persona and say, good girl, that's right. And she likes to be pet right here under the forelock. But if your horse doesn't like that, find a place they do like to be pet as a little reward, or you can even give a little treat when you come back. Either one. I'm going to say again, stand. I'm back in my leader persona, stand. And if she takes a step, I'm just going to put her right back where she started. Hold, stand. Hold. Took a couple steps. I'm going to put her back where she started. Hold, stand. Back. This is much easier when they're less fresh. Oh, stand. Oh. Let me see if I can go all the way around. I used to be able to do this no problem. I haven't tried this in a long time. Good girl. And I'm back in my soft, nurturing persona, and I'm rewarding her for standing still. Good girl. Stand. This one is really helpful at the tie rail, when you're saddling. Oh, if you need to get off because you dropped your phone in the dirt. Oh, stand. And it's often taught in Western sports to 2-year-olds by hobbling. And that works too when they're young. But when they're older, a lot of times they'll just hurt themselves. Oh, stand. See if I can make it all the way around. Oh, good girl. That's so good. And so I like to teach the older horses how to do it more on their own free will, because they're learning how to work with us and stand near us, as opposed to because they physically can't move. So let me know how you liked those 2 exercises for teaching your horse to stand, and definitely practice those personas. They're like invaluable. And again, like a lot of things I do, super top secret. Nobody else has to know you're doing it. Just something that between you and your horse, but really makes a big impact. And if you're interested in more support with your groundwork, check out my groundwork intensive. It is open for enrollment currently. If you're watching this in the future, you can sign up for next year's waitlist. And I'd love to see you there. We're going to get into a whole lot more detail than what we're doing here. Right here, we're just like barely scratching the surface. But I do think even if you don't do the intensive, this video will be really helpful if you actually take the advice I'm giving you and go put it to work, because I have seen it with, gosh, I mean, probably hundreds of horses and students at this point work absolute wonders. So please if you're struggling with boundaries with your horse, take this advice, go try it out for yourself. And yeah, have a great ride and make sure to hug your horse for me.